All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the first How's the Josh session. I'm Kavya, and in today's session, we are talking about the rise of digital marketing, building a career in digital marketing, and Internshala trainings, job oriented specialization in digital marketing. Today, we have with us Amitabh Verma, who is the founder and director of AM Digital and the leader slash mentor behind the Josh digital marketing program. He has also been in the digital marketing industry from last couple of years now. He joined it in 2006 and worked with Google India till 2013 as head of global SMP services. Post that, Amitabh started AMP Digital, and since then, he has been working with hundreds of businesses. He has also been awarded as the top 100 digital marketer in India. So, Amitabh, welcome to the session. It's really wonderful to have you here. To the audience, Amitabh is the lead instructor for the Josh Digital Marketing Program. And as I mentioned before, he has been in the industry for the last 15 years now, whereas digital marketing in itself is a 20-year-old program. Amitabh, once again, welcome to the session.
Thank you, Kavya, and great to be here and great to be talking to all the young friends.
Great. All right. So before we begin the session, could you please tell us what digital marketing is and how it has evolved over the years?
Yeah, exactly. So digital marketing or marketing for that sense, is all about making the consumers, the buyers, meet the product. So on one side you have the people who create the product and service, and on the other side you have the consumers, the buyers of them, right? The job of a marketing guy, and especially digital marketing, is to get them to meet each other. Like so you can be a phone manufacturer, Samsung, and you'd want your buyers. So we keep thinking about what are the best ways to connect the two. So we say that always that we are in a connections business. Okay, our job is to connect the two, and to do that, we are always looking at trying to figure out the user behavior of the people. Like what are the people doing, on which platform they are spending time, what are they liking, what are they not liking, because marketers have to be where the users are, right? If the users are on TikTok, then marketers have to be on TikTok, right? Or if they are on Twitter, or if they are on YouTube, or whatever. So that's where marketing is very dynamic field, because user preferences changes. Last 1 year we haven't gone to a cinema hall, right? We haven't walked out. We are in the lockdown situation, so we have to keep thinking. So in this situation, what is it that people are doing? So marketing is all about anticipating where the target audience is, and creating communication and making them aware of the product or service that you are selling, and get connecting the two, right? That's what in a nutshell marketing and digital marketing is all about.
That's great. Thank you so much, Amitabh. And I mean, it's absolutely spot on what you have pointed because, couple of 2 years back, like before the pandemic started, 1.5 years back, people were on the road and there was billboard, they were seeing content on billboard, right? And now they are on inside their homes. They're not able to go out, and it's difficult for them to sort of consume any other marketing other than digital marketing in
Yeah,
today's time, right?
yeah,
So,
no,
of
exactly.
course, it's a very
Yeah. No, Kavya. I think it is actually worked. So we are thankfully in a business wherein we have seen the COVID has actually impacted positively. Like if you think about, because a lot of businesses now have no other ways to reach out to connect with people than online. Offices are closed, so people are not going. So now, even if the normal things wherein you went out and met people face to face, now all of that has to be done through the platforms, right? So now digital marketing has actually grown many folds. And we say that India especially has taken a leap forward by about 5 years. So what we are witnessing today in a normal scenario would have taken about 5 years to reach this level. Okay, I mean, if you look at, how we are buying things, our e-commerce, we have no choice.
right.
Like how we are consuming, entertaining ourselves. Cinema halls, everything is closed. So in a lot of things, we have moved maybe 4 or 5 years ahead of our times, and that's actually working in our favors. So I would say that this is maybe the right time to get into this stream, especially on the digital side of things.
That's very interesting. So, Amitabh, you did your BA and MA in economics, and then you went to, went on to do MBA from IIM Kozhikode, and later
Yeah.
built your career in digital marketing. So,
Yes.
I just wanted to understand if there's a particular education background one needs for a career in digital marketing, or is it like open for all? For example, many of our students are from engineering background. So, is it possible for them to pursue a career in digital marketing?
Yes, yes. I think if you look at digital marketing, it's actually an amalgamation of multiple people with multiple skill types, right? So, like I said, we are a connections business. Okay, so at one level, somebody has to build the platforms on which the connection is going to happen, right? Like the connection happens on say Google.com, Facebook.com, Twitter. So somebody has to go and build it, or for example, or Internshala, somebody has to build it out, right? And then somebody has to write content, because the only way to communicate is by by talking or by writing. So you need people with good, solid communication skills. Then there's data. So we generate a lot of data because as against traditional means of marketing, digital marketing is very measurable. You can actually track who saw your ad, how many people clicked on the ad, how many people came on the website, how many people put the product on the cart, and how many people ended up buying, and how many people referred their friends. So every step can be actually measured. So you need data scientists, you need people who understand data, right?
Of
Google
course.
Analytics, etc. So you need people who have a little data bent of mind. Then you need people with a little bit of like analytical ability, because you have to analyze a lot of like which ad is doing better, which communication is doing better. We need content writers, like because content writing is big, like blogs, etc. You need designing, because beautiful designs have to be created, because people generally veer towards things which look beautiful, right? So it's actually, so it's actually, you need multiple skill types to do well. Then there are the SEO organic people who understand how to list your websites on Google and how to get it to rank on Google. Then there is social media marketing, like how to interact, engage with people. So if you look at it, there are multiple pillars to digital marketing, and
Okay.
each pillar requires a little different, a little specific skill set. Okay, so
Right.
if I am an arts graduate, I may, and if I am strong in communication skills, I may want to get into social media marketing.
Hmm.
If I am an engineer, I'm good with data, I'm good with numbers, I have good analytical bend of mind, I may want to become a SEO, I may want to get into analytics, conversion optimizer, etc. So there is something for everybody, is what I would think at this point in time, Kavya.
Right. So the advice which you're giving is basically play by your strengths. That is, if
Exactly.
you're good with content, then you have content writing, content marketing under
Yeah.
digital marketing itself. Great.
Correct.
That's a
Correct.
very useful advice.
I would
So
also add one more thing, Kavya, sorry, is that play by your strength, but also go also by where your heart says, so where your passion lie, we remember, I mean, Google, we know, is a technology company, and there was like, and the people are working there like PhD in computer science, like those kinds of people from Stanford, etc. But our head of IT, he was a PhD in philosophy,
oh,
like it got nothing to do with technology, but
of
he was
course.
managing people who are all PhD in computer science. So there is also, and he said that it's just that I'm interested in it, you know. So while you go by what the skills have, at the same time think about what excites you, what are you passionate about. So career choice should be a nice mix of these two. Sorry, I just wanted to say this, because it's
No, no,
important.
of course, and I'll just take this moment to also tell to our audience that if you have any questions regarding digital marketing or how to build digital marketing, please add it in the comments so that we can probably pick couple of questions from there. All right. So Thanks, Amitabh. Now, the next question, like a subsequent question, which I wanted to check was that, uh, who is digital marketing for as a career? Like, would you also shed some light on that? We spoke about strengths and skills and other such things, but I just wanted to understand what skills and attitude one should have to know whether digital marketing is for them.
Exactly. So see, if you are, I would say, internet savvy, if you can spend some hours on the internet, which I'm sure most of us do, um, and and then if you have one of the other career, one of the other skills like a strong communication, data centricity, you need not have everything. Okay, but if you have one thing with desire to do well on the marketing product side of things, then get into it. Okay, and just to put things in perspective, like especially on the like the new age businesses, you think about the Amazon, Google, Facebook, even Internshala, etc. There are essentially two types of people in the company. One type of people who create the product, right, and second type of people who market the product. Okay, so creating the product is generally engineering, because you are coding, you're developing a website, etc. But most of the non-engineering work, you can make it fall under digital marketing side of things. Okay, so yeah, so that's how you have to think. So in today's world, and that's one of the reasons why, because these are the kinds of businesses which are growing. This is the job area which is growing faster. Okay, because if you look at the last 5 years, the unicorns or the new companies we have launched who are employing tens of thousands of people, they're all in this domain. And they all need lots and lots of marketers, right? Yeah, that's how I'll actually put it.
No, of course, I think it's rightly said because if you look at it, there are different career options under digital marketing itself,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
To begin with, for an example, the social media marketing, which is a part of digital marketing, and then this under social media marketing, now we have influencer marketing, meme marketing, and so on.
Yeah.
So under digital marketing as an umbrella itself, we have tons of career paths for
Exactly.
students. So, what are the most popular profiles according to you under digital marketing,
Sure.
which you think students would want to pursue?
Exactly. So see, I'll tell you the most popular ones. Okay. So I would say at the start is content marketing. Like you can be creating content of any kind. Like you can be writing blogs, you can be writing ads, you can be writing social media, things like that. Right. So that's one content creation. Then there are ways to promote the content organically, and that's where SEO comes into the picture, search engine optimization. And SEO is a cusp of the SEO has two broad areas. One is people who understand a little bit of website code like HTML, CSS, etc., JavaScript, and people who can create content and build backlinks, etc. Okay, so yeah, so you can be on either side of SEO. Okay, but in terms of number of job opportunities, if you look at it, every company needs an SEO. Every
Right.
company. Okay, like every company needs a content creator. That's second. A third, I would say, you can put it under SEM, search engine marketing, or pay per click, or online advertising. You can name it whatever, but they what their job is to create and manage campaigns on, say, especially on the Google platform, or platforms which are like Google. Like there are many other, like Microsoft Bing platforms, Yahoo in India, the mobile platforms, IMI Mobile. So they are the other chunk, wherein you get some money and your job is to generate business, generate leads, generate sales, do branding, build. So that is called performance and brand building. Okay, so that I would say is the third largest. Then comes the social media market, wherein your job is really to create and nurture a community. Okay, so you have to, like, you have to say, you can be, depending upon the product you have, your target audience, you select the platforms. It can be any social media platforms or multiple of them, and your job is to create the community, promote our products, engage with the people on the community. So that would be the next one, I would say. Then the next one, the other ones I would say is on the data side of things, web analytics, which is about that every website needs to measure traffic, and generally, normally people use Google Analytics, but there are some other analytics also. So their job is to produce reports, do a deep dive on how is the business growing. Like, are the people who are coming into the website buying your stuff or not, or you are getting wrong kind of people. So you have a lot of traffic, but they're not converting,
Of
right?
course.
Or people are converting, but you don't have numbers. So they are the people. Then there are some smaller areas also like conversion optimizer, etc. But these are the 4 5 big areas of employment in digital marketing.
No, that's a lot of career paths, and I'm sure it's very interesting. Each one in itself would be extremely interesting. We also have in our audience a mix of students. So we have people who are college students, then we have freshers as well as young professionals, and many are definitely wondering how to build a career in digital marketing, especially when someone has zero or less experience. So what are the key things? Say for example, someone who's absolutely new to the world of digital marketing and wants to enter it. So what are the things, key things which they have to keep in mind, and what are some challenges which freshers or like beginners would be facing when they enter the digital marketing industry?
Yeah, sure. So, so the first thing is that you must need to learn. Okay, so like, so there are courses, the one that we have here. So sign up and learn the basics of digital marketing. Okay, that is one thing that you must do. Uh, and then once you have learned, then you have to get the appropriate experience. So whether it's an internship or a job offer, because digital marketing is kind of an evolving industry. Okay, and you have to like grow your skill on the job. It's not something that you can mug up and like you become a chartered accountant because you know accounting. Here things of the rules of the game are very dynamic. So you have to, let's say that you have to create a post on Facebook and see how it does, and from there you learn, and so you improve on the next one, and then you improve on the next one, right? Nobody's written the Bible on how to like create social media platforms, whatever. So yeah, so get a job, get an internship, learn on the job, and then you grow ahead. And while you're doing it, do an analysis of what are your skills, and which of the areas that you want to get into. Identify the area, get into it, do and learn on the job is what I would suggest people.
No, of course, that's really helpful. Thank you so much, Amitabh. Now that we have covered the career paths, it would also be great if you could tell our viewers what the salary trends look like in digital marketing.
Yeah, yeah. So see, so salary also ranges quite a lot. Uh, depending upon what you are looking at, like it can start if you're looking at internship, etc. It can start at as low as 10, 15,000 or 10,000 per month. But if you're looking for a job, it starts about 15, 20,000 per month, and then it goes up, right? Here the thing is that as you gain in experience, I feel that your trajectory is faster. Like you move ahead faster, and then the other thing is that you can go right up to the CEO level, right? Uh, because if you just think about the function, CMO is the highest function, Chief Marketing Officer is there, but a lot of these CEOs are also marketers, right? The reason is that as a marketing guy, you understand the customer, and normally if you understand the customer very well, you can drive the business in the right direction, right? So yeah, so upper there is no end, but typically if you get on to a director level, you should be earning about 60 70 lakhs per annum to a crore per annum, and then it's the sky is the limit. It depends on the company that you are in, and the skills, your background, etc., that you require.
Of course. So, Amita, we have a question from Kapoor who's asking what is the difference between business analytics and marketing analytics?
A very good question. Very good question. A lot of people are confused. See, business analytics, or So they are more concerned about analyzing the business. Let's say that Internshala is a business of providing internships and training programs and job opportunities. So a business guy will look at the business side of things. He'll say that, look, what is the revenue we are getting? What is the cost we are incurring? Okay, if we add one more product variant, what will happen? Okay, if we increase the employees by 10-20%, what's the impact on profitability? They do the forecasting and etc. And so they will make a P&L, etc. That's what business analytics does. Okay, and you can do it at a company level, at a team level, at a product or the regional level. When it comes to web analytics, here we are talking about the data on the website. So we are thinking, we are bothered about, or your web presence. It can be a website, it can be a mobile application, it can be video. So you have to see that from where is the traffic coming onto the website, how are they engaging, then how are they converting? Okay, how can I make sure that we make more money from the website or from the app? You figure out the segments, right? You figure out the sourcing, you figure out the engagement on the website. Okay, so they are more worried about the web side of things. They build models on that, like they'll figure out, is SEO driving us more sale, or is social media driving more sale? Okay, and if, let's say, if you have 100 rupees marketing budget, should you allocate 50 to social media and 30 to SEM, or vice versa? So they are more bothered about answering, or giving us cues on those aspects of the business.
Right. Great. Amitabh, we would take one more question from the audience. So Shefali, Garg, and Dipanshu are asking, what's the difference between social media marketing and digital marketing?
Yeah, yeah. Dipanshu, great question. So, digital marketing is the umbrella, okay, under which, like I said, digital marketing is the connection business. So, everything that you do that connects the product to its ultimate customer falls under digital marketing or marketing. So I mean, earlier days, what we call as marketing, now I mean, I think marketing and digital marketing will become the same, because most of marketing is now on digital platforms, right? Yeah. So, so one of the ways you do this connection is on social media platforms, right? Wherein you have a Facebook group, you have a LinkedIn group, you have a like a WhatsApp, you have Twitter. So you're growing, you're creating content, you're growing, etc. That is social media marketing. Okay. But apart from social media marketing, in digital marketing, like I said, there is SEO, there's a content creation, the web analytics, there are many others. So yeah. So if there are maybe 20 different areas or 10 different areas, social media will be one.
Okay, great. Now that Amitabh, you have explained about the digital marketing space, could you please walk us through job-oriented specialization program in data science? Sorry,
Sure.
in digital marketing. Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So yeah, so in digital marketing, job-oriented specialization. So when we were actually creating the program, we said that, look, whosoever join the program, they should understand the entire ecosystem. Okay, so they should build a good, base in the digital marketing, and then we should also help them figure out which of these areas they need to specialize in, and then build their career in. All right. So one thing that we did is that in the JOS program, we created 10 different courses. So it's like one program which has 10 different courses which cover the entire gamut of digital marketing as we know it today. Okay, tomorrow things will change, but even the program may change tomorrow, right? So as on date, and that if you look at the courses, they start right from Google Analytics and blogging and content marketing and inbound marketing, search engine optimization, then Google Ads, and we cover all kinds of Google Ads. The search, display, mobile, YouTube, etc. Then we have got social media marketing, wherein we cover different 5 different platforms. Then we go to some of the higher levels of marketing, wherein we are talking about automation, we're talking about online reputation management, social listening. Then we move to building strategy. That's what say a team leader or a manager or a director does. Like they build strategy on digital marketing, wherein they are thinking about, what are the channels that we should be using, how much resources to put in into each channel, what are the KPIs, how do I decide whether I am successful in digital marketing or not. What matrix am I going to use. So what should be my team size? They also do simulation. If I increase my budget by 20%, what will happen to my sales? Will I be able to sell more? Then how much, etc. Okay. So that's about strategy. And then there's also something called growth hacking, which is about like how do you grow your business without spending proportionate money or without spending any money at all, right? That's growth hacking. And so these are the 9 courses. The final course is more about building your career in digital marketing, wherein we teach you about personal branding, how do you build your portfolio, LinkedIn profiles, essentially how do you get ready for the industry. Okay, so that is the courses. On top of it, we also have career planning sessions with you. We have 2 career planning sessions, and we have intentionally kept it mid. So one happens after you have finished 5 courses, and second after you finish the course, wherein we guide you towards like which specialization to pick up, how to pitch yourself, what are the companies that you need to be focused on, etc., etc., etc. Okay, and then finally, Kavya, I would want to say is that in this program you also earn 7 industry certifications.
Wow.
Right, 5 of them come from Google itself. So we prepare you for exams that Google actually runs to certify marketers, right? And these exams are supposed to be the gold standard in digital marketing industry because you take the certificate and you can walk into any street in the world and or any company in the world and they will value the certificate that you have, right? So they are like Google search certification, Google display certification, like GAIQ, Google Analytics. Then we also help you get certified in inbound marketing, etc. So there are 7 certification that you also walk away with as a part of the program.
Great. That's really great. I mean, it definitely helps us understand why we should consider this program if you want to build a career
Yeah,
in digital
absolutely.
marketing.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, Amitabh, we would also love to get some insight into how we can get our doubts resolved through the job-oriented specialization program.
Yes, yes, yes. Before that, just one more thing I would want to say is on the placement assistant side. Like that's where Internshala will be helping because Internshala has relationships with 150,000, more than 1.5 lakh companies. And they will be working hard to get you the right job opportunities. Okay, so the job opportunities is also a part of the program, right? Yeah. So now coming to sorry, what was the question, Kavya? I just forgot.
Yeah, so we wanted to understand how can we get our doubts resolved in
Doubt,
the
doubt
US
here.
program. Yeah.
Yeah, great. So there are 2 ways essentially to get the doubts cleared. One is that as you are going through the program, as and when you have the question, you can ask the question on forum. Okay, and in the forum, me and my team like we respond within 24 hours. Okay, so that's on email. You will get responses. Then, apart from that, we also have a weekly doubt sessions like the one that we are having, wherein we all of us log in, and then we resolve your question that you have. And not only that, we also discuss things which are happening around us in digital marketing, so that you're really aware and up to speed on the latest and the greatest in digital. So all these are part of the program.
That's great. You also happen to mention about the placement assistance feature offered in JOS, and I just wanted to tell the audience that this is very exclusive to JOS, and it seems to be an extremely helpful feature for all of our viewers who want to land a job in digital marketing.
Yeah,
Great. So, Amita, we also have a couple of questions from the students. You know, just give me a second.
sure.
Yeah. So Janvi wants to know. what is marketing analysis and how can freshers start their career as a marketing analyst?
Marketing analyst.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah, exactly. So so different companies treat it different ways, but I mean the one that I spoke about, web analytics or web analyst, that is what is another. That is another name for that is marketing analyst.
yeah,
So if you want to get started, understand master Google Analytics. Okay, spend time, look at what are the metrics that it shows, look at what understand what is dimension, understand what is custom reporting, standard reporting, KPIs, also understand how to evaluate what kind of business, what are the different channels. So you understand all this, and then you should also understand how to budget allocate among the various streams. So these are the things that a marketing analyst does.
right. And Gaurav wants to know that, his question is, I want to start a blog, but confusion is what topic should I pick? With the
Yeah.
help of Blogspot, what type of business can we start? So before you answer this, I'll just tell to the audience once, Internshala started as a WordPress blog in 2010. So we became a full-fledged website in 2013, but we started as a WordPress blog. Uh, that's something which I just wanted to put it out there for
Yeah.
aspiring entrepreneurs. Yeah,
No, no, exactly. Law. In fact, there are a lot of other businesses and very big businesses that started as blog. Like Groupon is one. I don't know if you've heard about Groupon.
of
It's a
course.
multi-billion business. That was started as a blog. So blog is a very good way to test out your ideas cost effectively, right? Uh, so you put out your offering, you create some content, see how people are liking it or not, so you get the real life feedback. But if you want to use blog as a medium to express your thoughts, get an audience, and then monetize, and that's the normal way bloggers make money, then my recommendation is that pick a topic that you're passionate about, and wherein you know more than a normal guy does. Okay, so only then people will come to you because you have some specific insights to offer, right? If
Right,
you know, so if I, so let's say if I don't know anything about, let's say, the mistake people make is that they just go with the flow. They feel that okay, today cryptocurrencies everyone is talking about, so let me start writing on cryptocurrency. But if you have to write about cryptocurrency, then you need to know more than what the normal guy does, right? So
of
understand
course.
where your passion is, and it can be anything. It need not be academics, or it can be about biking, it can be traveling, it can be painting. So understand your passion, and a good way to make out is that why when you talk to your family and friends, just think about when is it that they're listening to you the most. Is there anything that people call upon you? I'm sure we have friends. If I want to go to a restaurant, I call them. Or can you recommend me a nice place to go and eat? And there are people who are like movie enthusiasts. So if I have to watch something, I'll call up another friend and say, can you recommend? To think about, are people calling you up for something? Maybe that is an area that you're really passionate about. Okay, but think
Right.
about it. That is my only advice that I'll give you. But whatever you pick up, you go ahead with it, and I'm sure you'll do well.
Of course, of course. So, Amita, we'll take one more question, which is from Archana. She's asking how has the digital marketing undergone changes, or how has it modified after pandemic, and how is it going to be affected? That is what needs to be done in the future to get like better prospects, or like job prospects in the digital marketing industry.
Yeah, exactly. So, like I said initially, that there is a general feeling that we have gone ahead by 5 years. So, what would have happened in the next 5 years has happened in the last 1 year. Okay, and just because all the people have to, by choice or by force, have to move to the online digital world. Just think about our shopping. Shops are closed, so we have no other option, right, but to shop online. So now everyone is trying to go online. All the businesses, all the meetings, everything is happening. So the industry has really stepped forward. So the and you just the new numbers I was just looking at it just came a couple of days back. It talks about even in media, you know, Google like if you and here media we are talking about Times of India, all the big medias like Google were not there even in top 10 in India. This year it came to top three. We're number three now, and very soon, another 2 3 years, they will rise to number one. Very soon, it's just riding on this wave of marketing and on the digital side. It's only going to grow. Okay, there is no other ways about it. So, and also the other thing that we have to understand is that though we say it's a digital marketing, is the application is not limited to marketing. A guy who is in HR and trying to recruit may run an ad on LinkedIn. The finance guy, when they're trying to get a new sales agency, etc., may try to run an ad targeted. So the application of what we run is across the board. That's where you need people skilled in these areas for all the functions, which are running inside a company. So the future is bright, but also it's very dynamic in nature, you know.
Right.
And we know that the TikTok, like it was one time really a sensation, but something happened. It went out of the country, right? So there's no TikTok. So so there is something else, because people have to spend time. So we are spending time. So you need to understand that, and you need to understand the user consumer behavior very closely. So it's very and that, but that is what makes it very exciting with the changes every day. And finally, I would say is that as a area, it's very democratic in the sense that everyone has an equal chance to be successful. It's more about the skill that you bring to the table. Okay, so yeah,
Yeah.
so go ahead and try your luck.
Yeah, because there are students who are asking in the comments that, how can they build profile in digital marketing? And what
Yeah,
you just said, that makes complete sense, of course. All right. So thanks, Amitabh. This has been a very detailed conversation. Would you please let our audience know what are the fees? What is the fees for
yeah,
job or specialization in digital marketing, and how do you see the ROI on it in the
exactly.
future?
Exactly. That's a very important question. So when we are building, we are very sure that look, I mean, whatever we charge, once you get a job, you should be able to recover it very fast, right? So currently the price is 25,000 plus GST. I think it comes to around 29,000 overall. And Internshala has a EMI option that you can avail, so you can pay in monthly installments, etc. So those information is also there. So I think we have done every way possible to make it accessible for everybody. Okay, so cost should not be a constraint. But the other thing is on the ROI, in how much time do you recover the amount that you put in, right? So right from the start, we've said that look, this course should get you a job of 3 lakhs per annum, which works out to 25,000 rupees per annum, okay, per month. Now that is the amount, approximate amount that you get to pay. So whatever you're paying for the course, if all goes well, you will be able to recover in a month or in a month and few days time. Okay, so yeah, so if I were you, I wouldn't stop. If I were you, and if I were wanting to get into this, I would go ahead and evaluate the JOS program from Internshala very seriously, and also start early. Okay, because and not wait, because the faster you finish the course, the faster you get into a job, the faster you start earning money and recovering your money and start building your career.
Great. I think that is definitely helpful. So this brings us to the end of the session. Would you like to share some advice with our viewers who may be considering starting a career in digital marketing and again like are still wondering how to build their profile and so on?
Yeah, I think one way is depending upon what stage you are in. So one thing is that you can try and doing something. Okay, so that's what. So you pick up your product. Like if your father is in a business, try to help him, or you have your own ideas. You can create your blog. Like you can actually get your vision, whatever you want to do, and create a product and see how to market it. Okay, that way you'll also understand, how what it takes to become a successful marketer.
Of
Okay,
course.
you may also want to get into a internship. If you're not ready for the job, etc., you can do that as well. But yeah, but get practical and get practical experience.
Great. Thank you so much, Amitabh, for your time. I'm sure this has been a well spent half an hour for everyone who came here to be a part of this conversation with you. To our amazing viewers, thank you so much for joining us. Please click on the link in the bio and the one you see, one you see in the description, so that you could go on and explore job-oriented specialization digital marketing. Once again, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, Amitabh.
Thank
All
you,
right.
thank you
Thank you,
very much.
everyone. Bye.